Welcome to the AI training. This is a game changer. My name is Alex Montalenti here with Mario Hurley. Welcome, Charles. Welcome, Haiti, Claudia, Charlotte. The names are flying in so fast I can't even read them. We got Jim Edgeworth back in the house. We got Katja. We got Nicole, Nura, Patricia, Renee. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what brokerage you're with. We want to know where you are and who you work with. In the chat, let us know. And if it's your first time coming to a training, say first time. If you've been here before, say I'm a raving fan. Say raving fan or first time in the chat. Let us know. Today is this is the first time we do this, really. We're talking about AI at a whole other level for real estate. This is a game changer. I'm going to give you tools that I have not released to anybody yet. I put this together over the past week, been working on it every day to make it a powerful presentation for all of you. This is how we make AI a game changer for real estate. This is where the future is going. I'm not saying across everything that you do, but I'm saying there's things that you can leverage in the AI space that are going to really help you in your business. I know they've helped us in our business as well. So I'm glad to see so many people returning. I'm happy to see raving fans. We got Raven fans. We got Raven fans like the bird. We got first timers. We got Vanessa Saunders, no longer Global Realty in New York, Keeler Family Realtors. We got Jacqueline with Remax Traditions. We got Steve's a raving fan. We got Walter's a raving fan from Pleasantville, Westchester. What a beautiful place to live, huh? Pleasantville, Westchester. I like it. Sounds cooler than Miami. We got Tyler from Tahoe, California. I love Tahoe, Heavenly Mountain, one of my favorites. Excellent, excellent. Mario, how you doing today? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm grateful to see so many excited people on a Friday. Friday is really not the end of the week. It's really the beginning of something exciting because the dynamic changes over the weekend, right? You're laid back, but you're also after bigger, more interesting goals. So I'm excited that we're bringing in. This is a very relevant conversation. If you don't know anything about AI, or if you haven't been blasted with every single social media talking about the power of AI and how much it's going to impact our lives, obviously you need to get out of that rock because it's huge. And isn't it great that the people that have been with you for so long, so many years, that bring in the education, the innovation, the support, the tools, are also on the forefront, getting you prepared to really harness the power of AI. So if you're excited as I'm excited, oh boy, get ready. So like you're gonna be speechless. That's what I can say.
I love it. And by the way, for those of you that think that that was Mario Hurley, that was actually AI. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But here's a funny story for you. We went to a trade show and we were introducing AI to all the real estate professionals at that trade show. I think it was EXPCon. And I go, Mario, listen, we're launching AI. I need you to do me a favor. I brought a spacesuit. I literally bought a spacesuit from Party City, full on silver spacesuit. And I said, you have to wear this and go around and tell people that you're Mario, the AI co-pilot, because we're launching a new AI co-pilot, which I'll tell you all about a little further on into this training. And Mario puts on this suit, and little did we know that they had these huge LED robots that were going to be like, I don't know, 20 feet tall, marching all throughout the trade show. And Mario's going around in his spacesuit with flashing glasses. It was a scene, and it attracted so much attention to the booth. And everybody's asking, what's the deal with the suit? And we're like, this is Mario, the AI co-pilot. So I'm just saying, innovative marketing works. That was the most successful trade show we ever had. You remember that, Mario? I know you do.
How could I forget, sir? How could I forget? Everywhere people are asking for my autograph, smiling at me. I feel like a celebrity for 2 days.
That's awesome. All right, everybody, we're going to get into it. So today is all about AI. So for my first question for all of you, how many of you are using AI in some form in your business? Let me know in the chat, say AI or not yet. Just put it in the chat. Betsy is, Roberta is, Heather is, Nicole is, Vanessa is. Here's the crazy part, everybody, that like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, when we were asking people are using AI, they're like, I don't know. No, not at all. Like, how can I use it? In such a little amount of time, look at this. Everybody's saying I'm using it. So what's happening here? We all started using AI, right? And how many people feel like there's things that you're using in AI that are making you more productive? Like it's literally upping your game. It's reducing the amount of time you spend on things. It's not replacing you. You can't replace this face. You can't replace this shirt. You can't replace my smile and my authenticity, but you definitely can replace the content that I write. You can replace the emails the way I'm writing them. I just did my bio and I ran it through AI and I had such a more powerful bio. I've even gone to AI for inspiration on speeches or talks, and AI gave me ideas. I've used it for graphic images. I've used it for video editing. I've used it in my research. So why don't you list what is the best use of AI that you've had or you've done in your business? So
That's a
Vanessa
good
says, how
idea.
did we
Yeah.
ever live without AI? Walter says, not yet, but where are the pictures? Oh, the pictures of Mario? I have the pictures of Mario, by the way. Uh, Charles says, my writing. Larry says, writing reviews. Roy says, email campaigns. Charlotte says, property descriptions, editing and ideas. Judith says, my bio. This is awesome. I love that you all embracing it because my first fear was when AI comes out, people aren't going to embrace it. Just like when I was screaming on rooftops about Google, you have to be on Google 6 years ago. Everybody was like, Alex, it's not a big deal. I don't really have to be on Google. I do referrals. And now it's like everybody's got to be on Google. So this is one of the fastest adoption rates I've ever seen for a technology. Everybody seems to be using it in some way, shape, or form. In fact, some people have Otter or Fathom recording this meeting right now and transcribing it into notes. I love it. So thank you so much for sharing that. Let me get into the screen share here. I'm excited about what I'm about to show you all. So let's go here and let's go here and let's go here. All right. You all see my screen? Good
Yes,
to
we
go?
do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So simplify your social media with AI. That's just one way to use AI. I'm going to show you that at the end. But what I want to show you is like all the different things we could be doing with AI. I'm going to give you tools that exist right now on the market, not by our company, other companies that I recommend you go check out because I'm using them, majority of them in my business. I'm going to show you how to use Gemini. I'm going to show you how ChatGPT is working for our business. All of these different tools. But let's give you a little bit of background for those of you that are new to AI. What is artificial intelligence? Well, here's a little Wikipedia. It's the intelligence of machines or software as opposed to the intelligence of humans or animals. It is also the field of study in computer science that develops and studies intelligent machines. AI also refer to the machines themselves. Now, we all heard of ChatGPT and we all heard of OpenAI, right? Has anybody not heard of ChatGPT or OpenAI? It's okay if you haven't, but these are tools that you want to know about because many big companies are implementing this inside their business, right? So it's more profound than both fire and electricity. This is coming from the CEO of Google. More profound than both fire and electricity. I'll say that again. That's crazy, right? If you think about it. And I just want to like presence us to how fast technology is moving. When my mom was doing real estate in the year 2000, there was no MLS. There was a book, and you flipped through the pages of the book to get to the listing. Then there was an MLS. Then there was dial-up. Then there was internet. Then there was like super fast internet. And then we kept progressing, right? Now we have internet on our phone at high speed. Now, just the other day, I walk into my daughter's room and she goes, my computer's really slow. I don't think I can do my homework. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know how internet used to be? We used to have dial-up. Yeah, you're going to be fine. You're going to be patient, to have that page load and you're going to do your homework. Okay. So it's like things have advanced so much, and these AI is going to take it to the next level. The development of AI is as fundamental as the creation of the microprocessor, the personal computer, the internet, according to Bill Gates. Pretty wild, right? Now, what kind of tasks can you do with AI? All kinds. But some of the tasks include learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, language understanding. And there's two types of AI: weak AI, narrow AI, that's like creating a certain task, like rewrite this email or rewrite this text message or write me this content. Then there's general AI, which is a stronger AI that's got more abilities, can perform functions like a human. Anybody saw the Tesla robot? Let me know if you saw that in the chat. Pretty wild. It's starting to perform human abilities. Some components of AI. I'm just giving you some background, and then I'll get into the really juicy stuff, but I just want to give you a little background here. Yeah, Deborah says not yet, but it's kind of scary. It is kind of scary. um, Machine learning, neural networks, NLP, computer vision, robotics. This is only the beginning, everybody. And why we want to know about it is because we want to know what's going on. We want to know, is that real or is that AI? Can I use this for my business? Should I use this for my business? Is it ethical? Is it not ethical? If you're not in the know, you might get duped. We don't want to get duped, right? We don't want to get tricked. Some of the AI applications that I see every day for real estate: AI search, that exists. AI for social media, we're doing that. AI for content, we're already doing that. You're probably doing that too. AI for emails and for texts, AI for note-taking, AI for many other things. But here's the challenges, and then I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. With AI, you have to be careful with data quality. Okay? For example, what you get through ChatGPT or what you get through an AI search might not be the most up-to-date information. Sometimes it's coming from an old database. I just want you all to be aware of that, okay? AI is generally not live. It's coming from an old database of old queries of stuff. So if a new article comes out today, it's not going to be available in AI. Just make note of that. That's important when you talk about data quality, data accuracy, right? We used to think the world was flat. Well, then we found out it was round, right? So old news isn't relevant when we get new news. Now, another thing is interpretability. How do we interpret this? Security is going to be an issue. And most importantly, I think it's inauthentic. It's robotic. How many of you have received either a text message, an email message, a phone call, and you're like, isn't this AI? Is this AI? Or you've seen something on social media with like, I don't know, 1,000,000 mice in Venice, or like all of these animals at some park, but you're like, that doesn't look real. That looks like AI. Or a human being that's like reformed. Like I've even seen images of the president on social media with AI that wasn't the president. So we're going to have a tough time interpreting the difference between AI and not AI. And I just want to lay this out there that is why we will never get replaced, from my point of view. Because my authenticity and the way that I speak can never be 100% duped. Because I could change it like that. Mario knows I've changed so many times in the past year how I operate, right? So my authenticity, my real being, my real person being here versus an AI image of me or an AI video of me will never be the same. But people will try to trick you. So I do want to warn you about that, right? And you want to leverage that when you're thinking of using this with your clients. Don't make your AI look inauthentic. Don't use AI or copy and paste just for the sake of saving time. Make sure you double check. because that AI message might not go over well. And people will say, wasn't that AI? Actually, Mario did a manual marketing message, and I had an agent go, is this a hoax? Are you AI? And he's like, no, it's really me. But the way he wrote it, people start to think that it's AI. I think you all know what I'm talking about here, right? So, future trends, autonomous systems, human AI collaboration, ethical AI is going to be big business in the future. How do we build ethical AI? Okay. Now, here's where I get into my part of the presentation. Did I give you a little background? Was that useful at all? Let me know in the chat. I believe AI is exponentially growing. And why do I believe it? Because I'm in circles with people that are building AI at levels that you wouldn't believe. Right? It's exponential where it's going. It's so at the beginning, like we have no idea where this is going. We really don't. Fast forward 3 years from now, who knows what's going to happen? So I sometimes like to follow the money. How many people like to follow the money? Like, where's the money going in this? When I follow the money, I start to see some interesting things. So Google, big competition for Google is going to be Perplexity. Has anybody played with Perplexity? Now, my dad turned me on to Google in the year 2000. Perplexity just came on the scene. I'm going to show you why Perplexity is so interesting. Perplexity is like a search engine, like Google, except it does it more in a research format to provide summaries on what's going on the internet. It's more like essay research. Very good search results on Perplexity. Very good research and analysis on Perplexity. Now, why do I show you Amazon and NVIDIA? Because Jeff Bezos and Jensen Huang, the CEOs of these two companies, have invested in Perplexity. Okay, I like to follow the money. You get where I'm going here? So Perplexity is something you should keep your eyes on. If Perplexity starts to launch for real estate in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to be all over it, and I'll bring it to all of you. But I think you want to keep your eyes on this one. And you may want to start using this platform. It's really good for research. Look at the stock. $1,200. Look how much it went up. That was last year. It split 10 to 1. This stock last year split 10 to 1. Have you ever heard of a 10 to 1 stock split? That like never happens. So this is why NVIDIA is like such a big deal. It's one of the top growing companies. They're investing in companies like Perplexity. Perplexity was valued at 520 million. Now it's valued at 1 billion. It's probably valued at more than that. This is a little older, way back when I presented this. Over $1 billion valuation for a company that just came out. Have you ever heard of anything like that? Here's where AI is in the whole big scheme of things. In 2023, it was a $208 billion market. By 2030, it's going to be a $2 trillion market. You get where I'm going? Follow the money. Don't you want to be all over this? I know that when I got this presented to me, I wasn't a huge fan of AI. And I looked at all this data. I was like, oh boy, I better get in on this because I don't want to be left out. Mario, anything to add before we move on?
No, this is great. Somebody in the chat said that they do have Perplexity. Some people are familiar. The majority of the room seems to be not with it so far, but this is great. This is good education. You're bringing this to the forefront. You're absolutely on the money. We've already touched before when we saw something about to take off in the market, about to become the next biggest thing in the market, and we learned, I think this is like a 20th time we see something and we say, wait, should we invest? Should we get on with this? Or are we just going to sit back and wait to see what happens and again miss out on an opportunity? This is about taking advantage of an opportunity as it's about to become available.
Yeah, and I'm not a financial analysis. I'm not telling you to invest in stocks here. What I'm saying is invest in learning about AI, invest in research about AI, just so you kind of know where things are going. Invest in researching Perplexity, because think about it. How much money has been made on Google over the past 20 years? And if Perplexity ever moves in that direction and you're at the forefront of that, that's going to be pretty nice for you, right? So definitely check out Perplexity. I'm all over it. It improves employee productivity, AI, by 66%. Okay. And I have multiple cases of that in my company where we've introduced AI and now we're producing at 800%, 800% more production from one human being. So I'm getting 8 people out of one. Isn't that wild? And I am no big AI genius here. I just saw an opportunity. I said, hey, I told one of my team members, I'm like, please learn about AI for content creation. And now we create 800 times more content. Pretty wild. How much do you think, for all of you, if you really learned about AI and started implementing it in your business, how much do you think you could increase your productivity or your team's productivity? Put a number in the chat. Is it, I would double my productivity if I really implemented AI in my business? I would increase it by 20%. Could I, over a year, increase it by 40%? Yeah, Walter says hundreds of percent. And Walter wasn't even really big on AI when he got on the call, right? Connie says 50%. Sung says exponentially, to be determined. I would at least increase by 90%. I would probably double it. Here's a little hack that I used. I didn't have time to do too much research about AI because I'm running a company, right? Like all of you. So I had my assistant join a bunch of masterminds and learn about AI. Guess what happened to her? Mario, how much more productive would you say Katarina is now that she uses AI?
She is basically invisible because she's no longer stuck on anything. She's everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and she's always ahead of the game. She always knows what's going on, and she's always prepared before we even ask.
Bingo. So that's a little hack for you all. If you have an assistant or a VA or you're training somebody, have them do some research on AI, have them exponentially improve their productivity because that's ultimately going to improve your productivity. And if you're the single agent, yeah, take on some time, take on some tasks to see where you can go with this. And I'm going to give you some hacks today on how to do that. Does that sound good? Now, you can either be slow to adopt or fast to adopt. But at some point, you're going to have to adopt. So I'm just letting you know this is happening. It's already happening. It's happening at a very high level. The big real estate brokerages are using AI. The top influencers are using AI. So you could either be slow to adopt or fast to adopt. But at some point, you will have to adopt to stay in the game. I don't do that as a fear factor. I'm just letting you know. I already know where this is like, how fast it's moving. Is there a
I mean, if you
specific,
guys,
yeah, is there a specific mastermind you'd recommend? We do. There's the one that I put Katarina, it's called The Collective. We had them on here on a Friday. We have a whole Zoom training about it. So I can send you some info about that, Betsy. I'll give you all an opportunity to text in later to get some resources that we have. But that's where I put Katarina, is called The Collective. Go ahead, Mario.
I was just gonna ask, how many here in the room would say you're adaptable?
Awesome. I love it. I got the I tries. Yes, I am. Yes, I love change. We all got to change, right? Like the way I look at it, you either change or you die. Pretty straightforward and kind of raw, but it's the truth. Plants either grow or they die. So I'm always about how do I do more in less time? I don't know about the rest of you, but like I'm all about how do I do more in less time? If I can figure it out, I'm going to tell Mario, I'm going to tell Katarina, and I'm going to tell all of you, this is how I do more in less time. So you too can do more in less time. And I love this quote from Michelangelo. I created a vision of Michelangelo, the sculptor, right? Creates the David and says, I created a vision of David in my mind, and I simply carved away everything that was not David. This is the story of my life lately, and I recommend you look into this too. How do you shave away the things that are the 80% that you should not be doing so you can focus on the 20% that's going to make the biggest difference in your life? Right? We're trying to do everything. Well, AI gives you an opportunity to shave away some of that 80% that isn't getting you results because your assistant could do it or the AI could do it? Or am I really going to spend 20 minutes writing my bio when AI can make me an amazing bio? No, I'm going to use AI, right? So let's give you some top AI tools for real estate. Does that sound good? Who wants to get some top AI tools for real estate? Things that I've seen working for real estate professionals. I've done some research on this. Want to hook you up. Want to make sure you save some time here. So imagine next year you're already using AI. And like some people said, I'm 50% more productive, I'm 100% more productive. Even if you shave and you get 5% more productive, isn't that worth it? I'll take anything I can get so that I can spend more time with my kids, so that I can spend more time on myself, so I can spend more time on vacation. That's why we got in the real estate business, to get freedom, right? So let's look at the first one. Search, AI assistant, Perplexity. This is Perplexity. Just like Google, you can ask it anything. You can do research. I already spoke about this. You have it here. I'm going to send you this deck, everybody. So if you're taking notes right now, you don't have to if you want to. I'd rather you be present. I'm going to send you the deck that
Mr. Montalenti, your sound stopped.
I touched my mic. There we go. Am I back?
You're back.
Where did I stop? So Perplexity, there's a paid version and a free version. I do pay for the paid version, but this is a totally free one. This is pi.ai. You can download this. This is another little search tool. This one's pretty easy, like really easy to use. I find ChatGPT to be a little complex for most people, including myself, even though I use it a lot. Pi is really easy. pi.ai. Now, how does Pi work? You go to the store, you download it on your phone, you got an app, you voice ask it questions. It answers, it gives you the answers, it gives you the text, you can copy and paste it. You can ask it anything. Now, true story, I was having some issues with one of my kids and I needed some advice. And I didn't know who to call at that moment, but I was like, oh, I just got this new Pi thing. Let me try it out. And I actually asked Pi, what do you think about this situation that I'm having at home? And Pi gave me some like really good advice. Pretty wild. Like it's grabbing the entire internet and it's providing you information. I would test this out. You're going to love it. It speaks back to you in whatever voice you choose. You can put it in your car. So you're driving and you just ask Pi, hey, Pi, just like you ask Siri, except Siri is very limited. Pi is way bigger database. Yeah, Pam says I have Pi and I love it. So Perplexity, Pi, those are two right there, okay? Check them out, please. You'll trust me. You'll thank me later. Shoot me a text and say thanks for that, Alex. I've been using it. How about note taking? Who here likes to take notes? I hate taking notes. Hate is a strong word, but I dislike taking notes. Okay? It's a lot of work. I don't like it. I tell my assistant to do it, and guess what? Now I don't tell my assistant to do it. I tell my assistant to use Fathom, or I tell my assistant to use Otter, and it literally transcribes the entire Zoom call, the entire conversation, down to the minute, down to the second. You can export it into a Word document. So why do I have to speak and type? AI has gotten rid of that. Now all I got to do is speak. And Fathom or Otter will do the note taking. How many people use Fathom or Otter? Put it in the chat, Fathom, Otter, or neither. I bet a lot of people got to be using Fathom or Otter. Sorry, Otto. Yeah, not, is it Otter or Otto? What is it? Otto. Otter. No, it is Otter. I can't. Otto's a case for your phone. Otter's an app for your note taking. All these different acronyms. Getting lost. Roy says neither. Deborah says neither. Geraldine says I'm learning Otter. I used to have it. Neither. It's a powerful tool, right? Like so powerful. Imagine you have Otter or Fathom watch a YouTube video and take notes on the video while you're sleeping. Ever thought of that? I have. I've had Otter and Fathom watch videos for me and take notes on it, so then I got a summary. Pretty cool. So both of these absolutely amazing applications, especially for team meetings, all kinds of meetings. They are good to go. In fact, we're making a mistake right now, Mario. We should be ottering and fathoming this so that we have the transcript. We got to implement that for next week.
No, we
Oh,
already have that, my friends.
oh, we do.
Zoom already does that. Yes, sir. It
Thank you,
gives you
thank you, thank you. Good.
a transcript, a summary, meeting notes. If you want to find out the bottom line of this entire 1 hour meeting, it'll be available on the replay.
Yeah, it transcribes, it records, it highlights, it summarizes. You can use the one built into Zoom now. You can use Fathom. You can use Otter. These are online, Filipa. I don't think they're through the Google Store. They probably have apps too, though. So that's Otter, that's Fathom. For design and social media, check this out. Are we so far so good? We getting something good here? Let me know in the chat. Canva, Magic Background Remover. I love Magic Background Remover. Who's using Magic Background Remover in Canva? New AI tool. Every time you upload a photo of yourself, you can remove the entire background. You upload a logo, you can remove the entire background. Canva also now has an entire creative AI tool that you speak into and say, I would like an image for an open house. And boom, it'll create the image. That's called Canva Design Studio, I believe. And this is Canva Background Remover. Yeah, love, love, love Canva's AI. It's freaking magic. Like wild, wild. The amount of time that by the way, I just want to I have a graphic designer that I've been working with for 22 years, Adrian. Adrian used to actually have to cut me out of images pixel by pixel. Okay, so you see this Jeff Bezos image? Adrian, as a graphic designer, would have to cut it box by box to get it out. And now we press a button and the whole thing is removed. Do you know how much AI is transforming photo and graphic imagery? You guys know about like Box Brownie and all these different like photo editing companies? They're using AI now. It's pretty wild. So here's another one that I really love, Lenza. Lenza AI. Lenza AI is what I use to create this, my magic avatar. I love this. This is the AI version of Alex Montalenti. We did this for all of our salespeople so that they look modern and techy. How many of you have a headshot somewhere? But wouldn't it be cool to have like a more modern AI version of yourself that you could post on Facebook or something and get like streaming comments from people like, wow, that's so cool. How'd you do that? That's Lenza. If you saw that on Facebook a while ago, people were posting their like AI version of themselves, like the superhero version and like all these different versions. That was Lenza AI. I mean, it's one of the companies. There's many. I like this one. So for $3.99, I got 50 images of myself with all kinds of backgrounds, just uploading a few photos of myself. So you go to Lens AI, you upload a few photos of yourself, and the thing creates 50 AI versions of you. So cool. Linton says dope. Like it's dope. It's cool. It's like, wow, like I get to get really creative about my branding, my imagery, right? So that's Lenza AI. Adobe Firefly also has a background remover. Okay? This one's free. You can get Firefly for free. So Adobe is the photo editing tool that all the designers use. You can go get Adobe Firefly, upload an image, and remove the background and swap out the background. I'll show you an example. Here's me and my mom at our old house in Long Island, New York. Okay? And I want to put me and my mom on the beach. So what do? I go to Firefly, I upload this image, and I say, use a beach image. And boom, me and my mom are at the beach. How cool is that? Imagine how you could use this for all different homes. Once you get one good picture of you in front of your for sale sign or your open house sign or your sold sign, you can swap yourself out with all the different homes that you sell and pop that thing into Canva and do whatever you want with it. So far, so cool. How many good technologies have I given you so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Let me know. And I'm giving you the full deck, so don't worry. Felipa says all. Tyler says good stuff. This is great. All good. Mind blown, says Penny. I love it. Welcome back, Penny. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Charlotte says, I'm impressed. This is everything. Thank you for this. No problem. There's more. We got more. Video production. Many of you aren't doing video production. That's okay. Here's an opportunity to start doing video production. Video.ai. Who has been on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook and you saw a video where like the text was being written over the person, like as they spoke? That beautiful text was happening over, and you're like, how do they do that? I don't have a video editor. I can't do all this stuff. It's too much work. I'm just not going to do it. I've been there. Mario, you know, we used to like manually edit this stuff word by word. Now I go into video.ai, I upload a video, and boom, it creates all the clips and it cuts it out just like this. This is Alex Hormozy, by the way, super marketing genius. And and he's got all the text going over the video. You hear me good, Mario?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So this is another example. So imagine you have a video of yourself at an open house, at a listing, you got a property video. Many of you don't have videos of yourselves, and I get it, right? But you do want to start thinking about that. But you do have videos of your properties that your video guy made or your photo guy made or whatever, right? You take the video of the property and you upload it here, and it's going to create multiple versions of that video cut into different pieces. It's going to lay text over it. Yes, this is video.ai. You got the spelling just right, Deborah. You want to test this out, okay? This is one company that does it. Not video, yeah, vidyo.ai. And this is the other one that I love, Opus Clip. Who's heard of Opus Clip? Anybody using Opus Clip? This thing is freaking amazing. You literally take a link to a YouTube video. By the way, doesn't have to be yours. That's the wild part. What if you had a video that you liked on YouTube and you wanted to cut it up a little bit and maybe reuse some of it, borrow some of it? Opus Clip doesn't care. You drop a link to the video on YouTube and it's going to turn it into 10 different clips instantly. No more video editing headaches. It'll like create it this way and that way and put text over it and make it like super cool, and you can add music to it. So Opus Clip is a generative AI video tool that repurposes long talking videos into shorts in one click. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, all kinds of stuff, Facebook videos, Facebook Reels. All you got to do is drop in the link. How many people do property videos? I'm sure a lot of you have property videos, right? Yeah, Video Leap is great too. So imagine you took a property video and you want to repurpose it. Wouldn't that be cool for your seller too, to have multiple cooler videos of the property? Because sometimes, let's face it, the property video is not that cool, right? It's just kind of like a walk through the home. Let's make it super cool. Let's use tools like Opus Clip, video.ai. Awesome. Real estate tools. Neela June and List Assist. Both of those do automated real estate description generation. Now, you can do this in ChatGPT. You can do this in all kinds of different tools. But these are companies that are out there specifically focused on generating your property description. Because let's face it, I remember when my mom did property description, she's like, Alex, I got to write the property description. I don't know, LVGRM for living room, BDRM for bedroom. And I'm like, I don't know how to make it into a story. What if your property description was actually a magical story about the home? I still don't know why realtors don't do this. Like, if I was selling my home, I would want to make it a magical story. Like, let's make it something that when they read the property description, they're like, wow, I just got taken through like a whole journey. That would be cool. That'd be different than the typical property description. I'm sorry, but the property descriptions that are out there are very boring. Let's make them a little more interesting. Walter, you have to look at costs for each of these. I didn't put all the costs because it would take me a lot of time to give you all the different costs for each company. Do your own research, but these are great companies that have been recommended by lots of different MLS organizations, associations. They've been vetted by different organizations. So these are good resources. Here's Real Cheeky. Real Cheeky is an agent sidekick. I saw them featured at the Miami MLS Association. So this is helping you with your productivity. I think they're in a coming soon phase. RPR has an AI market analysis. This is really relevant for all of you. Writing a market analysis using AI. So RPR has that. Anybody heard of RPR? Real estate, I think it's Realtor Property Resources. They've got AI for market reports. Yeah, I use it. Perfect. So check out their AI tool. It's pretty wild. Amazing market trends, scripts, things like that. AI copilots. You're probably going to start seeing this more and more if you have not already seen this. I logged in today, just so like it's funny how that works, right? I'm doing a presentation on AI and I logged in today into my Google Documents. And I'd never seen this before. Gemini was integrated directly into my Google Documents. Okay, so what's Gemini? Gemini is like a co-pilot. Microsoft has this also. So you're opening a document, and on the right-hand side, it's like, how can I help you make this document better? Can I summarize it for you? Can I rephrase some things for you? So I could take a simple bio like this and have Gemini make it way more professional. And this is directly integrated into Google Docs. Anybody seen this? Anybody use Microsoft Copilot, Gemini Copilot? These copilots are going to show up all over the place, everybody. I'm just letting you know. It's going to make our life easier. Sahar says, yes, I use the Google one. Cher says, yes. Raquel says, no. Deborah says, nope. I see it, but not sure what to do with it. Yeah, I saw it today, and I was like, whoa, what's this? This is pretty cool. And I started playing with it, and it started altering my bio. It started making my bio even better. Penny says, Gemini pops up on my phone. Awesome. So I just gave you, I don't even know how many tools. 10, 12, 15. I didn't even keep count. I just want you to imagine for a second, like just pause. I know we're overwhelmed. We just got a lot of tools, but pause and say, wow, imagine what's going to happen in the next 2 years. If 6 months ago, I did a webinar and everybody was saying, what's AI? How should I use AI? How is this all going to work? And now everybody's like, I use AI. I've started to use AI. I know some things, but not everything. Imagine 2 years from now, what could this be like? Yeah, mind blown, says Betsy, right? I have no idea, everybody. I wish I could predict. I'd go invest in the stock market. But like I can tell you that it's going to be a pretty wild ride. And I want to be a part of it. I want to be in the forefront of it. That's why I'm bringing this to all of you. I don't want you to be left behind. I want you to start embracing it now. Make sense? Who's going to embrace it now? Like, really just start using it a little bit. And I'm not telling you go all in and like buy stock and all this kind of stuff. I'm just saying, let's just start to get friendly with it. Right? Awesome. Veronica's already looking up prices on stuff. Yes, I'll try learning. I am. Definitely start today. Awesome. So if you want the slides and these tools, I made it super easy. Text RG for Real Grader. Text RG to 516-400-4161. and I created an autoresponder. Once you put in your info, it's going to send you the links to this deck. I also included on there for you, for some of you that don't have it, our digital guidebooks on how to leverage Facebook, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. I also included my most popular training on how to get Google reviews, and I included a version of our digital card. So I'm giving you like 2 links that give you access to a whole world of information. So take a moment now, if you want, text RG, just the letters RG together, to 516-400-4161. And I'm not done yet. I just want to make sure you all get this. And then I've got more to show you. So I'll give you all a second there. I see a bunch of people texted in, RG, 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 RG. It's like, what, 30, 40 people already texted in. It's crazy. How many people are on the call? 73. Wow. I think this is one of our more engaging trainings. We got to keep talking about AI and making sure people are making the best of this. Awesome. And yeah, once you get the links, say I got the links, so everybody knows that it's working. If they're not having trouble, I'll give you a backup plan to get the links. Received, got them. Awesome sauce. It's working. Lovely. Okay, for anybody that it's not working, the backup is you can email hello@realgrader.com. So Felipa, if it's not working, just email hello@realgrader.com and put AI training in the subject line. And then my team will send you the links. But we prefer to do it automated, but of course, we'll if you're getting stuck, we're going to hook you up. Mario, anything to add?
I was just going to mention 2 things. One was when you and I attended a marketing convention in Orlando, where we got to see some of the top marketers in the United States. One of them said, "You guys have no idea and you're not prepared for it." When he said how technology was going to go on a trajectory that just destroyed all the charts. We're starting to witness that. We have no idea. Each day you discover new AI tools. But the good news is that the market is not going to move so fast to leave everyone behind, because the market needs the people. That's where the money is at. That's where the blood is at. You mentioned the authenticity. That's where the real people are at. People are going to get sick of just robotic responses. They're going to say, no. Bring back human part, please. So this is great. We're getting in touch with the tools, and we're getting learning how to utilize them to make our lives easier, increase our market, increase our influence. And the second thing that I wanted to mention is that I wanted to check with the room, how many of you feel confident you'll be able to play with these tools and utilize them, or how many of you feel that you would need more a hands-on experience, where we take you step by step, like we do the Instacart training, for example. We actually show you A through Z, every little thing, so that you know, oh, that's how you share your contacts on Facebook, or that's how you track who just became a new person on your list, things of that sort. How many of you would love a hands-on, like, take me step by step AI training?
Yeah, quite a few people. Yeah, I mean, it's like back in the day, Mario. I mean, when we first were building websites, people needed a lot of hands-on training on how to use the website, how to update the website, how to market the website. When we built Google business pages, everybody needed hands-on training on how to do that. We're all going to go through this, and I think you hit it spot on. The difference is going to be who's using technology like AI to be more productive, but still, we need you. And you all need me, and I need Mario, and Mario needs me, and human beings will continue to walk on Earth, right? But it's like if we want to be more productive, we're going to use AI. And that's going to be a little bit of the difference maker, right? Just like the people that got onto lead generation back in the year 2000, well, they're sitting pretty, collecting a lot of leads still, if they kept doing that. So you all are getting like first touch at like, hey, let's really take this seriously and start implementing this in my business, because it will make a big difference. So now I'm going to flip it on you all and make this a little crazy, okay? So I looked at all these tools and I was like, these are great tools. Until I attended a mastermind with really high level AI people, like the kind of people that work with Microsoft building AI. And I was like, uh-oh, I don't get it. I didn't get it. And I was like, oh, wow, these are cute AI tools. Like all the tools that I showed you, they're very valuable, and I recommend you all go use them. But then I was like, oh, wait, it's way bigger than that. It's not just about the tools. Okay. Stay with me here. There's a really big shift. We can use all these tools. It's about building a system. Okay. If I build AI into my company, if I build AI into my team, if I start thinking systematically about AI, that's going to produce exponential results. And I know for some people, you're like, what are you talking about, Alex? I'm talking about at the center of it is the computer, right? Like you're all on a computer or a phone right now. Inside the computer, inside the phone, there's a lot of information. So if we start using AI as the place to put our information, the output is going to be even better. You get me? Like, how good is your database with no contacts in it? Not very good. How good is your computer with no data in it? It's a box. How good is your AI just using the generic AI? As good as the generic AI is. What if we start feeding the AI with our information? Somebody said, how do I personalize it? What if I feed my AI with my bio? What if I feed my AI with my service areas? What if I feed my AI with my logos and my marketing? What if I feed my AI with my social media posts and my ideas and my thoughts and my documents and my processes and everything that goes into my business? How much more powerful will your AI be? Way more powerful, right? So does everybody get that shift? If you start thinking that way, the tools are cute, the system is way more robust. So what if you built your own AI assistant? Well, guess what? That's what I trained my assistant on doing. My chat GPT is way better than your chat GPT. You know why? Because I feed it. I feed my chat GPT with my documents. I feed my chat GPT with my marketing, with my bios, with my topics, with my classes, with my trainings. The big influencers are building their own AIs right now. Tony Robbins has his own AI. Jeff Bezos has his own AI. The CEO of Google has his own AI, his own personalized AI. Anybody on this call have their own personalized AI? Anybody on this call want to have their own personalized AI? That's the future, everybody. I'm not saying that's the whole future, but that's what's next. Personalized AI. And yes, we're building this because this is the game changer from my point of view because I game changed my own business. Okay, I game changed my assistant, I game changed my employees by having our own AI that has all of our documents, all of our processes, all of everything. And it's so easy, everybody. Once it's built for you, you're just going to like fall in love with yourself. You're going to fall in love with your version of your AI. Pretty wild, right? Anybody mind blown? Like when I first went through this, I was like, what are you talking about? Right? So Howard's like, yes, it's my assistant, right? What if your assistant used an AI assistant? How powerful would that be? Mario, anything you want to add before I go to the next slide?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out some folks are a bit taken aback. They're thinking, okay, but that might be way too much power given to a technology that's going to know too much more than I wanted to know. So it's important to point that there are specific parameters, which probably Alex will share with that, so that it actually is designed only to serve you, to make your life simple, to save you time, and to just skip a couple of the steps that you would otherwise have to take in order to make it personalized, in order to actually serve you in a way that helps you, versus a generic way that would just be general. So you will still have to do multiple things to make it personalized for you. This is saving you that step of personalizing and still allowing you to have all the benefits you want with an assistant.
Bingo. So yes, this is what. So the process started like this. I'll tell you the story. The story started with ChatGPT existed, and I'm like, this is great, but it's not personalized to real grader. So I had my assistant go join all of these masterminds, all these collectives, learn how to do it, and she built our own custom ChatGPT. And I was like, this is genius. This is what everybody needs, their own custom ChatGPT. But she invested a lot of time doing it. So here's the lucky thing that happened to me. At the same time I'm learning about all this, one of my best friends tells me about the project he's working on. Turns out he's one of the top developers in Microsoft's world, and he just got the contract to build Microsoft Foundational. I'm like, what is that? He's like, oh, it's an enterprise level AI where you feed it documents. And they're already doing this for the San Diego Zoo, for like different universities, feeding it all the documents. So it's a personalized AI. And then I'm like, dude, would be crazy if we could build this for real estate. And he goes, actually, I want to do that. And I want to invest in your company. And I want to build that for you guys. And I go, are you serious? And he goes, yeah. So he built it. We have it. We have it as a beta. We're testing it right now. I can't wait to test it with some of you. And that's where it's going. So building your organization an AI system, right? So imagine this. You all get a lot of questions. I get a lot of questions. Every employee is like asking me the same question over and over. I'm like, can you just refer to the process document, to the system, all this stuff? And they go, oh, I got to go look it up. And now I just tell them, go to ChatGPT and look it up. Go to our AI and look it up, right? So what if you could upload simple? This is how easy it is, everybody. It's wild. Once it's built, which is the hard part, then you upload a PDF, you upload a Word document, you upload your logo, your images, a link to your website. It reads all of that stuff. It indexes it. It can summarize it and give it back to you. So you have questions, ask your AI. So how many of you would love to have your own personal AI assistant? I can't give it to you now. I can't sell it to you now. I'm just talking about it because we're building it. But if you're interested in this, we're going to make it really easy for you just to get on a waiting list. And we'll send you the info once it's ready. It's going to take a little bit of time, not too long. It's already built. We're just playing with it. Text beta to that same phone number, and we'll put you on a wait list. So once we have the information, we'll send it to you. And I'm excited about this because this personalizes AI. This makes it yours. This is going to make it a system where you can just ask your own AI stuff and get answers and send it to clients, have it emails written in your form, in your language, have it written the way you would write it. Can't tell you how many times my assistant tries to write emails the way I do, but she doesn't hit the mark all the time. But if I feed the AI my stuff, boom, she can. So text beta, just the word beta, to 516-400-4161. That'll put you on a waiting list. Once we have it ready, I'll invite you to a webinar. You check it out. If you like it, you can join us, and done. Just super easy, right? Just text beta if you want to be on that waiting list. Yeah, Penny's like, now you're talking my language. Done for you. Well, that's the thing. It's like I saw it and I was like, if we don't build it for you all, it's still going to require your service areas, your headshot, your bio, your information, but then it's going to work for you, customized to you, which is the magic. Yeah, the number you text it to is 516-400-4161. Just text the word beta and we'll make sure we put you on the list. It'll text you back right away and say, thank you for joining the waiting list. Once we have it ready, we'll invite you to our webinar. And you could do the same thing, email it to hello@realgrader if you don't have access to like texting. Awesome. Last step here, leveraging AI. This is AI that we do have available right now, just so you know. We have an AI where we can post using AI. Some of you might have this already, might know about this. Imagine you create a post and you say, I want to post it on my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Instagram, my Google, and you don't know what to write. We've all been there. I don't know what to write. So this exists. We have this. This is actually, we have this for 1,500 clients right now. You come in, you say, I want to create a post. You upload an image or you use one of our images, and then you say, create the post. And I want to say, write a post about a new listing I have in Phoenix and how I can send anyone a report of all the new listings in Phoenix to get an idea of prices. Tell them to DM me to get the list. And notice I have spelling errors all over this thing, right? And I say, turn on hashtags, turn on emojis, generate. And boom, it creates this. Exciting news, everyone. I got a stunning new listing in Phoenix that you won't want to miss. If you're curious about the latest trends and prices in Phoenix, I can send you a report with all the brand new listings. Want to stay in the loop? Just DM me and I'll get that info right over to you. Let's unlock your dream home together. Hashtag Phoenix Real Estate, hashtag new listing, hashtag dream home. The AI wrote this. This is available. This technology exists right now. We use it every day. It's amazing. Right? And then boom, it creates the post. Like Anna puts this post out. It goes on all of her platforms and done. Right? So that's called influencer. If you're interested in that, just let us know. Hey, I want some info on that. We'll send you some information on that. I'm not here to sell anybody on anything. These webinars on Friday are just to like really get you going on like where you're going with your business, with your mindset, with your technology, and basically try to blow your minds. Right? That's my goal every Friday is like, how can I bring something new and different that you haven't heard before? And something that's going to take your business to the next level. So I'm all about saving time. I don't want you to waste time. I'm all about carpe diem. And the last thing is I want you to imagine what's happening in the next 5 years. Right? I had you look 1 year down the road, 2 years down the road. Can you imagine what's going to happen in 5 years? I can't even imagine. Like, it's wild how fast this technology is moving. But there's one thing that will never change. You can't replace us. Ain't nobody going to replace me. Ain't nobody going to replace Mario. Ain't nobody going to replace you. Technology's technology. We are humans. We are unique. So that's the one thing I sit in and say, I show up the way I show up. You show up the way you show up. Technology's cool. I'm going to use it. I'm going to leverage it, but it ain't replacing nobody. Okay. And one thing you definitely can't replace is authenticity. So if you enjoyed this training today and you want to be authentic and real, one thing that's never going to get replaced is real, authentic Google reviews. If you liked what you heard today and you want to hook us up and what I enjoy doing after these trainings is reading how much value I provided to you through the Google reviews that you presented. I'm also looking to be a speaker more than I do now. I spoke at 25 events last year, but I really want to speak on some big stages this year about AI and where this is all going. So if you saw value today and you want to give us 5 stars, you can go to realgraderreview.com. You can scan this QR code if you haven't already done it. If you already did it, you can only give us one review. That's one thing that Google doesn't do is allow multiple reviews from the same person. But I'm going to put the link in the chat for you all. I would love to hear your feedback, how valuable this training was for you. Where are you going to take your business to the next level? Take advantage of the resources that we sent to you. And we always love reading a nice 5-star review on these trainings on Fridays. Mario, anything you want to add? And thank you, Mario, for promoting this event, for being in touch with our clients, for responding to their support inquiries, to helping them throughout the process. Because it takes a lot, everybody, to actually organize an event like this. I know it shows up as like just a Zoom link on your calendar, But for us, it's an entire sequence of events, of trial and error, of marketing to get 65 people on a call. So we absolutely will send you the replay. We absolutely appreciate the reviews. And we absolutely appreciate all of you that take your time to spend an hour with us. We noticed that very few people got off the call until now, which is because we're over time. So we acknowledge that we are over time. So Mario, anything you want to add before we go?
Yeah, just imagine Alex Montalenti, this incredible speaker that just gave you so many gems for the day, so many nuggets that which you don't know could land you on your next deal or your next connection to growing your business. Imagine this gentleman here laying there on the jacuzzi with a mojito reading your 5-star reviews and just say, wow, that's great. That makes it exciting. Let's keep going, making these people happy, making a difference. They're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. So that's the invitation. Your 5-star reviews. We even have our employees that say, oh, I take the time to read those because those are so inspiring. They just let us know what we're doing is the right thing and we're making a difference.
And just one thing I do want to acknowledge and correct is I wouldn't be drinking a mojito. I might be drinking a mocktail. One of the commitments I made to the industry, to myself, to my team, to all of you, is I saw that alcohol wasn't serving me about a year and 6 months ago. And it's not like I was drinking a lot. It's just like, a couple drinks on the weekend didn't really serve me for what I'm up to with all of you and what I'm up to in the industry. So I gave up alcohol 100%. So I'm going on like, I don't know, 700 days or something, 600 and something days. And that's because I have a commitment to what I'm up to. And I told my team that until we get to the goal, I am not having even a sip of champagne. I will have a sip of champagne or a glass of champagne when we get to the goal that we're up to, which is to reach 300,000 agents. When we've reached 300,000 agents, then I will celebrate with a glass of champagne maybe. But till then, you can count on me to be committed, to show up, to provide these trainings, to really take it to the next level because I owe it to this industry, really. Like the reason that I'm here is because the industry gave my mom, an immigrant from Romania, an opportunity to make it in America as a single mom raising 2 kids, and no other industry did that for her. So she made it because people were generous and taught her the ways and made her into the realtor that she was. And she was able to help people find their first home in America. And that's how I lived in beautiful Long Island, went to college, and I get to do what I do now. So I owe it to the industry. So I'm committed to this. And I thank you all for being here today. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being here.
See you later, everybody.